LeBron James can't decide whether to wear number 6 or 23 in his second stint with the Cavs, and this indecision could be costing retailers big bucks. I'm Kerry Chow, joined by ESPN sports business reporter Darren Rovell. Darren, why is this such a costly decision?
Well, I'm not sure it's going to cost them big bucks, but when you're a retailer, what you want is you want to be able to sell something and get it out. And so pre-orders went on sale on Saturday, 6 days ago, the day after he said he was going to return to the Cavaliers. And, they just had the number 0-0, and they can't do anything until people will still buy if they want to buy. But, that money is just hung up, and they haven't been able to really ramp up any jersey production. This isn't like a championship where you're going to do 6 and 23 and whatever he picks and then throw out a bunch of them or ship them to a third world country. So retailers just haven't been able to move on. They're waiting with bated breath, and this is probably, one of the biggest jersey decisions of all time, given that LeBron has led the NBA jersey sales for 6 out of his 11 seasons.
Yeah, what's the likelihood that it's either 6 or 23? I know a third number was tossed out there. What's the likelihood that that third number is even in the mix?
Well, yeah, I've been told it was originally a rumor that he could go with 32. I've been told that retailers have heard that 32 would be an option. He wore 32 his freshman year at St. Vincent St. Mary's in high school. I believe 23 wasn't available, and then he's been with 23. He went from 23 from his sophomore year in high school all the way through the Cavs, the 09-10 season, and then obviously went to 6 when he went to the Heat. So 32 is a real option. It's just interesting that LeBron put out on Instagram and Twitter on social media today 6 or 23. That would lead some people to say, okay, it's down to those two, but you never know.
You mentioned that retailers are waiting with bated breath for LeBron's decision here. Could this be a record-breaking sales we're talking about?
Yeah, certainly you're dealing with a guy who, once again, has led the league in jersey sales 6 out of the last 11 years. What is a little bit different is, remember, he led jersey sales for the past 2 seasons, and after the decision, he still had a popular jersey, even though a lot of people didn't like him. This decision back to Cleveland has been seen as largely popular. So there's a case to be made, and yesterday I did a story on LeBron being the most popular athlete in America, according to the Harris Poll for the first time ever. There's a case to be made that LeBron today is more popular than ever before, and so there's certainly potential that he could break records. We live in a new kind of the modern day of sports licensing, where the numbers that were sold of Jordan jerseys in 95 and 96 or even 98 pale in comparison to what's sold today, because it's just a more sophisticated modern business, and that gives LeBron an edge to perhaps break records.
Darren, what do you hope he wears, 6 or 23?
I don't care. I just want him to tell me first.
I like that answer. ESPN sports business reporter Darren Rovell. Darren, thanks as always.
Thanks, Kerry.
I'm Kerry Chow with your latest ESPN headline.